her thumb. Better than there.
It looks backwards for you, but it faces the right way for them.
Well, I just put it that way, don't I?
Yes, it looks backwards to
Oh,
you, but
I
it's
see.
the right way for
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Hey there.
Hi, Michelle.
Okay, I'm looking for my camera button.
It should be up at the top if you run your mouse up to the top.
You said
Yeah.
Where did you say Michelle?
Although I think I look much better as a peacock, I must say. Is that lighting too bright?
You're kind of washed out a bit on it, but it's okay. The one thing that you might want to realize is that when you're not speaking,
I will mute it.
right, mute your microphone, because otherwise the screen will flip around to the people who are watching.
Right. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite so like washed.
Okay.
How
Like I
cute
said, I
you
look better as
are.
a peacock.
How cute you are, Michelle.
I have
And
another question.
Also, by the way, if you're watching the webinar yourself and your segment is done, you also might want to turn off your webcam so it goes back to your peacock. Otherwise, people will see you in the background doing your desk stuff while you're listening, and it can be a bit distracting.
Right, understood. If because I'm looking at my notes, if I click to a new window, can you see what I'm seeing, or you still see me?
You have to go on the left-hand side of your screen. If you run your mouse over there,
I don't want you to see what I'm seeing, but can you see, like, no. Okay, good. So I can read my notes from my computer. It looks like I'm totally have this memorized. So I'm basically looking at a teleprompter. So I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yes.
Right. The only way that we would see you is if you did a screen share, which of course we're not going to be doing. So
right. Correct.
So you can. It's just going to be that whatever that camera is looking at on your side.
Perfect. And I like the fact that when I'm not in whatever, I will be a peacock.
Yeah, so like if we turned off our camera, you then see Mom's picture with Roger.
Yes.
You can
Beautiful.
still hear me, but if I turn off my mic, then I won't grab the screen.
Right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Are we having fun yet?
I always have fun or I'm not going to do it.
Exactly. Exactly. So
now, are you second level to Julie Colgrove?
Yes. Yes.
You're under her first level.
Yes.
What's her name?
I am under Tara Hoffman.
What's the name? Tara.
Tara Hoffman.
Yeah. I've been getting good reports from her.
Yeah. I did meet you once, Caroline, I believe in Cleveland. I think I met you in Cleveland. In the lobby of the hotel. I think that was you. I think that was you.
That's where Tara is?
Met you in the lobby of the hotel.
Oh, in Cleveland. Okay.
Sorry, I had turned up my volume. We could barely hear.
Yeah.
Here.
It's okay. People turn me down all the time.
Great. Well, you're registered, I'm sure, for Atlanta.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
and I'm bringing my mom with me, and it'll be fun. We end up going a day early so we can kind of visit where we are, because why else would I go to Atlanta? Why else would I go to Cleveland? So we went to Cleveland a day early because it doesn't cost more in airfare.
Yeah.
So we spent the day there and wherever we could walk, and we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was awesome, because why would you go to Cleveland? I mean, Cleveland rocks, clearly, but why would you go there? So.
Yeah. Well, besides that, you could have been making your 2 or more contacts a day while you were there.
Yeah, exactly. It was a blast. We had a blast. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So. And thank you, Tom, for all of your help. I really appreciate it.
Well, you know, this has really been working out. We're really pleased with it. And the good thing is each time we get a little more people coming back, and nice things about the webinars. We're going to make a video to announce this challenge that people can use with their groups.
Oh, good.
That's on our bucket list. And we've learned from it, but we've got 20 really go-getters from this one. And 10 of them are just really going for it. And about 3 of those 10 really plan to be a key. So we know it's working.
That's great. That's great. No, in these last 3 weeks, I have been so busy with everything. Like it's great. It's been really good with my little campaign that I've been doing on my letterhead and everything, that hopefully that will work out. And just different research. It's making you really connect with your people differently, because I have, I think, a foundation enough to take me where I need to go. It's really building those roots deep, you know.
Yeah.
What I'm really working on. So it's good.
All right. Are we?
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I'm going to turn off my camera.
Okay. You are the second one. You'll be down. Eileen will be the first on. Then we do some things, and then you're about in the middle.
Perfect. And I'm going to mute my microphone too.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. There we are. I sent the message twice to Eileen. So she just said that she's logging in. So maybe she'll be there.
She's pretty savvy.
Oh, yeah, that's what I got. I mean, she's doing it from a motorhome.
I know they're traveling all over, and their Shackley's going with them.
But what a great place to be doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's what my parents did for years and years and years, and they just knew everyone. And you know, why not be talking to people about shackling?
And he has a business that he can travel with, so that works for him also. Kevin,
Mother.
we're ready to go on.
Go live. I can come in the cam in just a second.
We can't have an empty chair there.
No, it
All right,
looks
well,
like
1 second. I'm coming.
People don't.
Bunch of grumpy people around here.
We're not grumpy. We're a vitamin. We took the mind works. We're on top of things.
You're right. In fact, I took too many yesterday. I couldn't sleep last night. I was thinking all night.
We don't talk about that.
All right, let's go.
Go.
So just you know, I still don't see Eileen here.
By the way, we're already live, yes?
No,
It says live.
we're not live. Oh, maybe we are. Did you guys
Do we want to stop and start again?
Now we'll just cut this off at the beginning.
Okay.
So we'll start now. So I don't know how long we've been live.
We've been live this
Okay.
time.
It's a good thing we didn't say anything we didn't want people to hear. So okay, so we'll start now. So this is the next webinar that we have in the Spargur Challenge here in 2017. We're going to have some special guests here today to be talking about their success to spread the word along. So here in bright, beautiful, sunny California, I just wanted to say hello to both you, Carolyn and Kevin.
Thank you, Tom. And Tom, we want to thank you for all your dedicated time with us, our group. Tom is a professional at this, also working on a Shackley business. So he knows what it means to get excited about Shackley. But we do thank you from broadcasting from Burbank and being with us all the way. Thanks, Tom. Well, Kevin, what do you got to say today?
It's an awesome day today. It's a beautiful day here in California, and this challenge has been amazing. You've got some really great results from it, and we're really excited about it.
It really has. It's been kind of trial and error. I know our first two webinars, we had trouble starting for a few minutes. Now we're just right on the ball, and everything has worked out really well, even better than we expected. And we are so happy to be your coaches. Kevin is just excellent in the techie field, and actually I'm very proud of him because he does the meeting almost as good as I do. And it's been fun getting connected with all of you again. Getting on an airplane like I did when I built this 200 and some odd on the recap was the way we went. We'd go into a home and have 30 people. Our sales leaders would have a big hotel meeting, and we'd have 100, 500, and that's how we motivated and how we spread the word. But it doesn't work so much that way anymore. So computers the way to go, webinars the way to go, and of course telephone, we're always here. So we just recap a little bit of what we've been doing, and we do have new ones who come join us along the way, I know. And also thank all of you for taking time to listen, and then thank you more for taking time to do what it takes. And some of you are online for key coordinators, so that makes us happy.
Absolutely. And I'll just jump in there. While technology may be a great benefit to all of us today in doing these webinars and those kinds of things, those traditional in-home meetings, which I've been doing a lot of lately, really do make a difference. It's not just online presence, but that face-to-face connection that you do with people in your home or in their home has been one of the keystones to my success in there. So when we talk about kind of old school, product meetings and those kinds of things, those still work really well for getting people together, and ordering a pizza and having a chat with people about Shackley products in their home, pulling out a computer if you happen to have one, a laptop, and doing health print right then and there is a really terrific thing that has been successful to me too. So you can kind of do old school with a little bit of new technology, and it works great. And
we've got so much to work with. I think maybe we've got so much some of you miss it, because occasionally somebody will wow, this and that, and wow, I missed that. And so I quickly asked Kevin, do you understand? And oh yeah, he does. So together we're a good team. But what we really want to do is help our Shackley Spargur team, shining stars, you who want to work. Now let me make something else clear. If you don't, that's all right. If you're happy where you are, and we have a few people who've been around a long time and they love where they are, and they pick up someone every once in a while, and they're faithful, true, and loyal to their products, and love Shackley heart and soul every bit as much as you and I do, but they just don't want to be a key coordinator right now. So that's wonderful, and then nothing away from that. But you who want to grow, and you who want to make a place in this world, and you who want to increase your income, there's nothing wrong with that. Money is actually a good thing. It's some way, a way to keep a score of what you've done. Some have done more, some have done less, but it's a good thing. And a lot of good things can come from money too. You can support your church, you can put on a charity fund, you can do so much if that's what you want to do. So we're here to tell you that we want to be your personal coaches. And this is not the end, even though it is the last webinar of this series. We have a plan to keep on going with you who want to. people who want to join. Because remember, when you find a really good go-getter, you can say, you know, our upline masters have a coaching team that works with us also. So when we have a question, they're there for us, and also keep us informed on the latest in Shackley. So it can go on, and we'll explain that in detail a little bit later. But that was sort of our purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to talk about our cleaning buckets. Thank you, Debbie Leslie, for getting us started on that. You know, we use those so much. And anytime you put one in a home somewhere, let me tell you, they use the products. If they do at all, they will come back. And now we have a $99 kit all put together with everything in it they need. These make excellent kits to do your cleaning bucket if you want to be real professional with it, and do some bigger products in it. All of these sell dates you can choose from, and these are $20-some, but these are the ones you for sure pick up and go back and get them. And the go back and get them is the nice part, because then you get to talk and take an order. So I recommend you have at least 2 of these. By the way, April 22nd is Earth Day, and it's been declared in America that 2017 is the green year, and Shackley is the green company, so it's all working together. So if you want to do something special for your group or to recruit more than 2 a day, then plan on Earth Day what you plan to do right now. Get out and shop around. Are there some health fairs going on that you could participate in? Do you know someone with a business would let you put a nice table outside the doors? Some of you know somebody, they probably would. Or even if, you know, this is a good cause. We're the good guys. This is the ones that are making the world a better place to live. And you might even get Ralph's manager to be a good guy. Now go in with a patriotic attitude that we are saving the earth, and we want people to quit using and throwing chemicals in where nice, clean, safe products can be used. The home inside and out should be safe for every family. Got a little quick. I have more on that. So what would you like to say before I show them?
The WOW demos, as we've talked about before, there's really some terrific ways to do product demonstrations when we're talking about, I'll jump on the cleaning bucket here. Mom's going to talk to them quite a bit.
And I hope Eileen is on the line.
She's not. But the jar with the iodine in the water, and then putting the Nature Bright in, and the water clears right up, is a great visual. It helps to sell the laundry
Works every
products.
time.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, people will try to just buy the Nature Bright all by itself because it does so well.
Which is all right.
Which is fine, but obviously you want to sell it with the laundry products as well.
And they work better together, certainly.
And we talked, Mom was talking about what your income levels and what kind of things you can do with that money that will make a difference in your life. There are other people in the Shackley family who are putting themselves through school. So when you're talking about people who, you know, might be retired and want some extra fund money or something like that, that's great. But you can also be talking to young people who you want to get in this business, and Mom's being all crinkly here, that you can get into this business that can pay their way through school and pay off those school loans or pay for that car that they want or need, those kinds of things as well. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're talking about the business of network marketing and the opportunity. And I'm going to go into that a little bit later.
Okay, again, back to our cleaning bucket. This shows you what you can do. Now you can get these little baskets if you have a 99-cent store or a Big Lots. Those places have a very good price on them. And you can make a little simple one if you want. These are the 3 mixing bottles that we get from Shackley, and the 16-ounce 48 mixed 48 gallons container of Basic H. And on the top here we say Basic H set, retail price $20, member price $17 plus tax. So this is also good for a wedding gift, a birthday gift, someone buying a new home, or just a way to hand it out to a user that maybe you want her just to use basic H. I wouldn't put a full bottle in there because they get started, they get carried away. But this is another idea. I would make sure that this is green. I went to 3.99 stores. I got all the green, but ran out, and this is attractive. Another way you can do, now remember, all of next month is Earth Month. So it's a time that you can say to somebody, you know, this is Earth Month, and we want to save our Earth. And, you know, our grandkids have got to live here. Now our great grandkids have got to live here. So we're doing our job to protect it and leave it in good shape.
I'm sorry to interrupt real quick. Eileen, you've joined us.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
yeah.
I'm glad to see you there. For the time being, until we call on you, can you run your mouse up to the top of the screen and mute your microphone for us?
That's what I was trying to find.
Just run your mouse up to the center top of your screen.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
And if you want to mute your camera too, that will show your profile picture.
She's up in 2 minutes.
And there you go. Perfect.
Oh,
and then
wow.
when we call you, just unmute your mic and your camera and you'll be live with us. Thank you so much.
And that's going to be about 5 minutes, Eileen. I was showing people next month, all month long, we need to feature our products because it's Earth Month and the Earth Day is the 22nd. This is something that's very simple to do, inexpensive to do. When I started, we had the little SQB4 bottle that Shackley has available for us. It is actually number 50419. They run about 75 cents each. We call them SQB4s, but anyway.
I call it the squeezy bottle.
Yeah, Get Clean, and it has some directions for all purpose and for windows. And I put in there, just cover the bottom pretty good, a basic H. I make sure that I have the flyer in there that lists how much you would have to buy in chemicals to do what you do with $199 box of all our cleaning products, the money savings. And then I have how to use basic H, all the ways to use it. And I just put product in. They would add the water to see the concentration. We'd made these just with a bottle and with a rubber band. We had the directions wrapped around it. And this is what we handed everybody, a grocery store, filling station, church. So I made a little fancier version. I put it in the Ziploc, and this you need to have a bunch ready to go next month because it's a perfect time to tell a stranger, hey, this is Earth Month, and I'm trying to do something, pay back our Earth. So I want to introduce you to a product you can do everything with that goes right back to nature. So get you a bunch of these made and ready to hand out. Do it your way, but this is an idea.
And when you look at like the old school product demos, like I was talking about the Nature Bright with the iodine, one thing that you talk about, Shackley, is what makes Basic H better. It makes water wetter. That's usually something people can understand pretty easily. And an easy way to demonstrate that using one of these little squeezy bottles is on one side of a brown paper bag, we still get those. You can squeeze some water in there with water and you don't see any water in the bag, right? Just squeeze it on the inside. Now grab your squeezy bottle with the Basic H on it, turn the bag around and you squeeze it in there, and wherever the water touches, you see it go right through the paper right away. It turns wet.
Basic H and water together.
Basic H and water.
The
correct.
minute you hit that brown grocery bag, it turns immediately wet. So it shows that it is a surfactant cleaner. It doesn't eat away like chemicals do, penetrates and lifts.
So Basic H makes water wetter. That's a really simple and easy visual demonstration that you can do to show that.
This is our Basic H samples. And their number is 60062. They come 50 in a bag, and they're $25. You might even want to share a bag with one of your downline. Maybe that'll get them motivated. And what we did, we had this one. We fixed them for a new distributor who had a booth in a swap meet. And so she made these so she could hand them out. And this I would recommend you do, another simple, inexpensive tool to have ready for Earth Month to hand out. Again, I'm doing my job as a patriotic American. I'm trying to let you know we can save the earth, get the chemicals out, and get the natural green Shackley in. And what we did with this, on the back, we worked at this a little bit, and made little attachments on the back of it that had her name, her telephone number, to order, contact, her name, phone number, and email. So you could do that if you wanted to, or just go with it the way that it is. And this is the direction sheet. Shackley actually has one online if you would rather use it. So that's our pretty container, our one that goes on and on. This, I would have 2 ready at all times, and if you're really going to be a key, you maybe need more than 2. Pick them up, take the order. Remember, cleaners bring them into the whole belief that Shackley's really the best products. So, all right, Kevin, have you got anything to add to that? By the way, there is I don't know if they're still printing these because they work on them all the time, but a Get Clean brochure that really explains it all. Is number 70051.
So the one thing about the printed brochures, by the way, and to save yourself a little bit of money, is a lot of these are available in your back office in your myshackley.com, where if you have a little color printer, you can print out a few copies of these front and back if it's two-sided to save on some paper, and print out your handouts. I know if you saw my Facebook post the other day when I was getting ready for a meeting, I was printing out sets of information that I hand out. I didn't have to buy that from Shackley. That's available to download for free. All I had to do was print them out and staple them, and I was ready to go.
All right, Eileen, you want to get Eileen ready?
Hi, Eileen. Go ahead and fire up your webcam and microphone there.
I asked Eileen, Debbie Leslie did such a great job for us before, and Eileen has been very active with her buckets. So I asked her if there's anything she could add that could give us some more tips on it, and what her success has been with our cleaning buckets. Eileen Wolfer, and by the way, she's been really, they're traveling all over the United States, so she's a moving contact lady.
Yeah, today over at the park, I decided to do Tai Chi and then go do my laundry. Those are both great places to talk to people. Can you guys still hear me?
Great.
We sure can.
Okay, good. Anyway, with the cleaning buckets, I don't have one with me. We started, I had 7 of them at one time. And the reason I did that, because I wanted to have buckets available at any time I talked to somebody. So I was rotating the buckets. And to keep track of all those buckets, one thing I did was I had a sheet of paper that listed everything that was in the bucket. And then they signed the bottom of the paper, and I would keep that. And I also put a little reminder in their bucket. I didn't use like all full-size products. What I did was I did use the spray bottles, and I already mixed them, and I also put a little squeeze bottle. I love those squeeze bottles too, by the way. I use them for everything. And a little squeeze bottle full of Basic H, and of course that Basic H sheet that says, you know, all the different uses. But then I use the squeeze bottle for all the other products, and little small containers for like the Nature Bright and things like that. I put the dryer sheets in a Ziploc bag, and I made a label for the Ziploc bag, put a couple of them in there. So there's a lot of things you can do with that. But so what I did was I actually made a binder, which the other gal showed the binder, and my binder had every single product. And then what I did was I sat down with the person for 10 minutes, and I went over the entire binder and showing them the product, each one at a time. And I told them, I know you're not going to remember all this, so that's why I'm leaving this binder with you. So if you have a question about the product, you can look at it, or you can call me. But I also had a lot of other products. I said Shackley's also the #1 natural nutrition company. And so I had information about that and different products. And I went over everything briefly, so they would know the products. The information is there for them to look at. They were going to have it for 2 weeks. And then I also had a sheet at the end. I said, there's 2 things I asked them to do: use the products and to complete that sheet. And the sheet was designed to actually help them remember how they can use the products. So I sent all that stuff to Carolyn, and so I can send it to people, or Carolyn can share it with you if you're interested in looking at what I put in my binder. It was a lot of stuff. Then there was also stuff that I put inside the pocket. So I would use Shackley brochures. I put different samples, and I tried to make them what I thought that person might be interested in, or sometimes I put everything in there. So I told them that anything that was in the pockets they could keep, and if they wanted anything from that was in the sleeves, just let me know and I would email them copies of it. But what I did was, after I spent 10 minutes with them, I told them I would call them in a week or so and see how they were doing. And sometimes people weren't even really using it. And so if they weren't, I told them I'd call them in a few more days. And then I would do that before the 2 weeks were up. Occasionally we went over 2 weeks, but it wasn't a really big deal because I really wanted them to use the products and to fill out that sheet. That was just a really big thing for me, because it gave me the opportunity to know what they liked and what they didn't like, and help them to understand the products better. So that's how I use the buckets, and I really, did get a lot of product sales from that. I always am trying to figure out how to get more nutritional sales out of that, and even though that's, at least it's a starter to get the ball rolling, and you can keep talking with them. So I've enjoyed the buckets. That's really about it.
Yes. It gets their confidence. It lets them know when they use our cleaning products that we are different and we are special and we're out to save the world. So thank you so much. Eileen is second level down through Hazel Boback and one of our groups. So thank you. And they're traveling all over the United States, sharing Shackley and having a good time. And that's what it's all about. Thanks again. All right. I want to go through a few of your turned in questionnaires. As you know, the motivation for this is 2 or more contacts a day. Send us a list of them. And also I've found, having learned this, that it really helps you to take time to write down your contacts, because you can then go back and make notes and follow up, and you take your last months or last weeks you turned into us, and you came back with one to follow up on. So it really does the bookkeeping for you, and you don't forget what they said, what they were interested in, and sometimes it takes more than one contact. But very quickly here, I'm really happy to say that Barbara Douche is doing really well. She's out of Dallas, Texas. Just quickly, she offered to wash a towel to show Brittany the difference the laundry product could make and how I could bring back a more original beginning color. Second contact that day with Tina. She is interested. She could not get in connect with her, so she put her on her list to try again the next day. Better focus while sharing and getting comfortable sharing. So with our long list of what she has accomplished, thank you. You've done a very good job. Another one real quick, Mary Sturm. Danelle has sugar issues, and she made an appointment with her. Kathy, basic G follow-up call. She followed up and discussed the product that she was using. And she says the best part is getting orders, and that's doing much better in her business. Also reaching to do tables locally, green markets. So she is stretching out, getting out of her box, doing something about it. She says, I'm getting caught up. So thank you for your reports. Really good. I appreciate that. Wait, I got a couple more here I wanted to share with you. Eileen, of course, she's very good with her reporting, and so is also Mary. And then we have here, let's clap before I read this name. This is for Peter and Iris Bunchmeyer in Florida. And I have to say, Peter, you get the double star because you have really worked at your contacts. You've really followed up. You even sent us the follow-up, which I think this helps you. You keep record of what you're doing. And you've got this, and his mom, he's like Kevin. He's joined his mom, Iris Bunchmeyer. He says, my mom and I are at 43 contacts at this moment. And follow-up is about 80% for the second contact. And it reminds them that, you know, we've all been going to this GoPro in Vegas, and the guy is really, really good. And he tells them, Eric Worre, that it takes 5 to 8 contacts with someone on average to make something happen. So remember that if you didn't get what you wanted the first time. And he's got 4 pages here. Chip, he called me after 30 minutes of talking to him about blood pressure, now sending him the information on it. And he goes on, but Pete, you get a double star because you really have worked this, and I know that you guys are close to keys, so this can just be your answer, and that makes me very, very proud. And the more I could go on and on. If I haven't mentioned your name, you've all done a good job, and you're all going to get your success certificate. But get all your last reports in, because it's been 4 weeks. Actually, we gave you a week leeway to get all this rolling. And now the 4 weeks are over, but it's not ending. We'll tell you that before we end today. Now then, how about Michelle and her smoothie party? I really haven't done this, but I do plan to. Roger Barnett said to me, Carolyn, you got such a nice service center. Have you got room? Maybe you ought to put in a smoothie bar for when people come in. He said, I just think that would work. Well, we haven't done that yet, but Michelle is going to tell us what she's doing with her delicious Shackley smoothies. So, Michelle, are you there?
I am.
Oh.
Thank you so much for asking me to do this. It was really quite a compliment that you asked me to do this, and I really appreciate it. What I think is important to remember about these smoothie parties, especially for you, Caroline, you're the example here, is you have to do one or go to one, participate in one. I went to my upline smoothie party, Julie Colgrove's, and it was really good for me to go because I could, one, let her be the guinea pig and figure out what to do. And then from there, I learned from her mistakes, but she doesn't really make any. It's kind of nice when you are part of a perfect group, right? So either create your own smoothie party, go to one to see what it's like so you know what to do and kind of what to expect. And that was the most helpful for me, is going to my first smoothie party so I knew what to expect and everything like that. Also, the importance of creating a smoothie party is that you are inviting people possibly to your home. And that's good because it makes you a real person. Sometimes you just talk to these people through Facebook and they don't really get to see you. So when you are inviting them to your house, it makes a different impression on them. And I am your typical person. I do not like having parties. For some reason, I don't like it. I'll go to someone else's party and I am happy to support them and do all that. But I really myself am uncomfortable doing it myself. One, because I expect more of a turnout and everyone is always busy the night of my smoothie party, right? So I know how difficult it is. I know how intimidating it is. But once you do it, you're relieved that you did it and only good things can come from it. But when you're creating your invitation, so I'm going to kind of walk you through the steps of what to do and how to create this party. When you're thinking about the people that you're going to invite, one, invite too many people. If you get 10% there, that's a great turnout, but you don't also want too many at this party, and we'll get into that. But remember, you are introducing sometimes new people to what the Shackley 180 is, and this is a very good way of introducing it to them without pressuring them and making them feel like they are committed to this 180 program. You have to do it. You have to do 2 shakes a day, and you have to drink the tea and take the pills and eat the bars and eat the snacks. And whew, it just is introducing them to what the shakes are, and also the people that have used it, giving them new ideas of experimenting and playing with their shakes. So now we're going to talk about the invitation. If you want to create an invitation through Facebook, that is great. What's nice about Facebook now is not everyone has to be part of Facebook to get the invitation. Now, because I just learned this, there's a feature now that says invite people that aren't part of Facebook. You can either do that through text message through their cell phone or through or their email as well, and they will still get that. So that's how I did it. I utilized it. I don't want to recreate the wheel. I just wanted to keep it in one place, keep it simple. But you know your people, you know what you like to do. If you want to do it through Facebook, great. If you just want to do it directly through text messages, great. Whatever works for you, just through a mailer, through phone calls, or even, you know, through Evite. Whatever works best for you, do what works for you and whatever you are comfortable with. Okay, so now you're creating your invitation. You have to charge for this event. It cannot be free. People are not going to get upset for you charging $25 for 7 meals. That's very, very, very good when you think about what you are providing for them. The people that came to my party didn't even, it didn't cross their mind of what they were doing. They were happy to do it. So make sure in your invitation you put in the very forefront $25 for 7 meals, or if you want to charge $30, that's up to you. It's your money, whatever you want to do with it. But make sure you say that there is a charge for this. Encourage them to bring a friend. Try something new. Do it together. One of my taglines was mix, match, and create your smoothies. And it kind of gets them interested in, oh, okay, what's going on? So create your invitation. Make sure you say those key points in the beginning so that you get all that stuff out, and you don't want it to be like, oh, the hidden between the lines. Oh, but wait, there's a charge for this. Make sure that it's in the forefront, because if they get past that charge part, the rest of this down here is gravy. So make sure you let them know from the very beginning, this isn't free. Now, you've created your invitation, you sent it out. Before the party, preparations need to be done. And in order to keep this active, especially, let's say, I'm just going to use Facebook as an example because that's what I did. If you make a post to your Facebook event every single day with teasers, it keeps them notified. Facebook will send them a notification. Oh, Caroline is having her first party and she decided to, she's put something on there. When I did mine, I took a picture of a recipe, and I have the recipe cards here, and I sent a picture of them, and I said, oop, here's a teaser, and I would do things like that. I also shared the Shackley 180 video so that people could learn what Shackley 180 is. And I think one of my statements that day was, watch the video or don't watch the video. Come to my house and find out what it is. So I gave them the choice, and I was kind of fun with it. I have a very poppy, bubbly personality anyway, and so hopefully that came out in that. But it also gets the conversation going. I had a lot of people like the recipes that I posted, and at least it keeps it up on their notifications through Facebook. So do that, or start a conversation, see how it goes. Get creative, do what works best for you. There's no wrong way to do this. I'm not doing it the right way. This is what, just go with me here. So also, okay, so now you're doing that every single day up until your party. Before the party comes, you're going to want to print your recipes. I did mine on cardstock because it's a little bit thicker. I was thinking maybe I should print it up on regular paper and laminate it because of spills or whatever, but I just did the cardstock, and that works out really, really well. So you're going to want to print out your recipes, whatever recipes you want, whatever ones you can find. It's all over the Sharon Shackley page. It's probably part of the back office. There are tons of locations and places to find your Shackley recipes. So print them up on whatever cards you want, however you want to do it. Just keep it simple for you. Okay, So you've done that, you've created your recipes, you're posting pictures of them maybe on your Facebook page. You're also gonna want to go to the grocery store and purchase some things. One, lunch zipper baggies, because the snack bags are too small. Some of these recipes call for half a cup of mango, half a banana, half a cup of pineapple, a cup of spinach, and you'll need the snack size baggies. So you're gonna get sandwich baggies. Each person is gonna go home with 7 sandwich baggies, so plan accordingly. Take your calculator if you need to. And also gallon size zipper baggies, because they're gonna put all of their zipper bags with their recipes inside this zipper and put them in their freezer. The whole point of this party is they are preparing their smoothies in advance, 1 week in advance, minus the liquid, putting them in the baggies, putting it in their freezer. Come Tuesday morning, what do I have for breakfast? Oh, I can take the green one out, put it in their blender with their mix, and they're good to go. So the whole point is this is like a meal planning gone crazy, okay? You are also gonna need some Sharpies, because they're gonna write on their baggies what is in that baggie. I mean, maybe you want a mystery breakfast, I don't know, but that way they can write what's on there. And get the groceries, plan accordingly. I had 6 people at mine, and we went through 3 bunches of bananas. From personal experience, it is much better to have too much than not enough. So remember that. So also, make sure you do your grocery shopping. Read through all of your recipes. I recommend doing recipes that all have the same base of all vanilla shake mix, or all like using chocolate and vanilla. Depending on how many people you have, I don't know if you want to open up a bag of chocolate, a bag of vanilla, a bag of strawberry, a bag of pumpkin, a bag of cafe latte. You might want to keep it simple, because that puts that much more cost on you if they don't use it. When I just had mine, there were some recipes in here that called for the pumpkin spice, but I told everyone we're not doing those. If all of you want a pumpkin spice, I will open up a pumpkin spice, but it was kind of the wrong season, so maybe I'll do that come fall, right? So they were like, okay, I get that, not a problem. So you are the boss of this party. You do it the way that you want to do it, but also be very aware of what you're doing. So make your grocery list and realize, okay, that's gonna call for a half a cup of mango, and try to get things that are frozen, or if they're not, that's okay. Whatever you can find is great. Whatever you can find is great. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So get your groceries, preview your recipes so you know exactly what you're doing, from all the spices, everything like that, because some of these are very detail oriented, and then some of the spices too that I bought, I'm going to be able to use again, and my kids are eating whatever we didn't use, and some things get thrown in the freezer, so they're good for next time and everything like that. So you did your grocery shopping, do the produce about the day of or the day before. You don't want things going too ripe on you, right? And you might want to, on the day of the party, prepare some snacks that they can snack on while they're doing this. I kept it very simple. I made protein balls with the 180 mix, and the point of doing that was, hey, this is something else I can do with the 180, not just throw it in my coffee or throw it in a smoothie. Oh, I can make protein balls with it. So I had that as like a teaser, and then they said for the people that wanted the recipe, perfect, I'm happy to get that to you, because guess what? Now I have another reason to get in touch with them. Everything is about follow-up. Also, before your party, not only are you doing your Facebook teasers, not everyone is going to open their emails and everything like that. Make phone calls, send text messages, send out homing pigeons, whatever you need to do to get people, get the word out that you are having this party. Great. Remember, you're going to get a few people that say that they're coming, and then the day of, they can't come. Always plan on that, but you have to follow up before the party. It's just like whether you're having a jewelry party or a clothing party, it's the same thing. And I know that it's difficult. I understand, but you have to do it. You have to do it. So now you have everything prepared out. I have at my house like a bar area, and I just set everything up on the bar to keep it simple. I had out measuring spoons. I had out tongs so they don't have to touch everything. I kept it very, very simple, but also at the same time, you know, you want to keep it fun and everything like that. So have everything set out. Okay, you're ready. This is going to be fun. You're excited about this. You're having people into your home. You're getting a chance to talk to people one-on-one, and you're excited about that. So your guests are here. You're going to do a short presentation. They're not there for a huge presentation. Keep your presentation maybe around 5 minutes. What is Shaklee 180? What is loosing? Why do we like loosing? Why is it important? And the Shaklee 180 difference. Keep it simple to that during that point, only when they're sitting down. Then you're going to pass out your gallon size baggie and your sandwich baggies along with the recipes. They are going to go through those recipes, decide which ones they want. When they are ready, they will go to your counter, your bar, your kitchen table, wherever you have everything set up, and they're going to start putting all their things together. When they are putting all their things together, this is your time to talk one-on-one with them. Get to know them. You are their friend, not just their salesperson. You don't really have to sell them on it. 1, they're already there. 2, everything that's happening at the bar or at the table, that's the sales. It is selling itself because it's that awesome. You are getting to know your customers that you've invited over. And at that moment, they're kind of captive and they're listening to you. Tell them your Shaklee story. Tell them how you got into the business. Tell them why you got into the business. You don't have to sell them. It's going to happen. Ask them questions. What do they like? What are they thinking? Because you're going to wait for these little tidbits of information. You are making mental notes so that when they leave, you're writing down, Patty enjoyed X, Y, and Z, so that when you make your follow-up after this, Patty, you had mentioned this. You like this. How is this going? You are taking so many mental notes that you're definitely going to have to take mind works before this happens, because you're going to be so excited when you're done. You are going to be so excited and so happy when this is done. But really, it is so important to get to know your customers, because you are part of a Shaklee family. This is a family-oriented business, and you have to know what they're thinking. Well, you don't have to know what they're thinking. I don't mean it like that, but you want to get to know them, and you want them to know you as well. And you're going to plant little seeds about the business, or about, hey, you should have your own party. This is really cool. This is fun, and it will be really, really good. So when you're going through that and you're closing out on this, remember to ask your questions. What are they thinking? You're getting to know your guests. Also, they will tell you what they are thinking. If all of a sudden they're sitting down, this happened to me, they're sitting down, they're going through the product guide, looking at the 180, what do you think they want to talk about? Right? Okay, Linda, what are you thinking? How can I help you? What do you want to do here? Let them guide you, and they will say, all right, perfect, I got this. And make sure you tell them that you love your Shaklee business. I always say, I do what I love what I do, because I don't think of this as a job. It's like the best hobby ever, right? I love it. So you're going to plant little seeds here and there, because they're going home excited about making shakes. I had women say, I have all this stuff at home. This is a great idea. I can do this at home. My mom went to my upline, Julie's party, and she said that was the best party I ever went to, because I came home coming up with different ideas and different things that I can do. So really look at those different avenues. Also, I gave people that had not filled out their health assessment certificates or coupons, I passed those out as a thank you. And those work really, really well. People feel like they're getting something. And I also printed those out on cardstock as well. So it feels like, ooh, it's official, right? Like, this costs money. It did. It cost me the cardstock.
We love that.
Exactly. So also, you're taking out your party, but make sure before the party you follow up. Make sure after the party you are following up. Have you tried your shakes? Do you like them? What's your favorite one? Fantastic. And they will tell you what they're thinking. Have fun with this. Parties are fun. You are going to learn so much from your first party that your second party will resemble your first party but be different. Every party takes on its entirely own personality and everything like that. This will be a very fun event for you to just experiment with and play with and have fun with it. And Caroline, you have homework. You have to do this. If I have to do this and do this, you have to do it too. That's my homework for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
No, that's one way and a very efficient way. She's doing very well with that, as you can tell. But I've attended a couple where they just put the goodies out and they come to you and you choose what you want and they taste it. But I would also add that I would make sure they know that if they're not a smoothie kind, I have mine sometimes when I'm in a rush, just good old protein and water with a lot of ice in it. People like the coconut milk and so forth, but the smoothies are a real delight. They're kind of dessert to me. So there are a lot of ways to do it, but just do it is the important thing. Kevin, you got 5 minutes to do how you talk about the opportunity.
So I'm just got a couple of minutes here before we wrap up, and I wanted to make sure that we talk a little bit about the business. We've been talking a lot about the products. We've been talking a lot about the cleaning buckets and those kinds of things. And those are awesome ways to get in front of people, to get into their homes basically and use the cleaners and do those kinds of things. But what's really important is talking to people about the opportunity. A lot of people can use some extra money these days. And if you miss the critical opportunity to just say something as simple as, and you can make money at this too, you miss an opportunity to actually grow your organization. So a couple of the questions that you want to look at yourself when you're talking about a network marketing business is, what do I want to be? Do I want to be a salesperson for my entire life, which is great, where you're just talking to people about Shaklee products and you're selling products and you're selling products and you're selling products and you're selling products? Or are you looking to build a business where you become a manager and maybe you become a senior director, so you're a manager, you're helping one person on your team. And as you grow through the levels in the Shaklee products, you become not only the manager at your business, but maybe you become a director from the corporate speak world, where you've got a few people underneath you that report to you in your organization. Or maybe one day you want to be the CEO of your company, where you're a key coordinator, or the president of your company, the CEO when you become a master coordinator. So the only way that you're going to build your business and get some legs underneath it that are going to continue to provide you income over the long period of time is for you to be able to build other business builders in your organization. And the only way to build business builders is to talk to people about the business. If you miss the opportunity to take just a few minutes to talk about the business, then you miss the opportunity to help someone else make an income or make a difference in their world and to the people that they touch. So don't cut yourself short with the people that you're talking to about the products. Yes, we have the best products in the world, the #1 natural nutrition company. Yes, we have the best, most comprehensive nutritional system in the world. Yes, all of those things are true, but we also have an incredible business that we have to offer people. We have someone that can make $500 a month, $1,000 a month. You can make $30,000 a month. You could be a millionaire in Shaklee. And if you look at conventions and you see the parade of millionaires across the stage, those are all people who've made over $1 million in their business easily, multiple millions in the case of in our organization over here. And you do that by sharing the opportunity along with the products. And if you miss that opportunity to share the opportunity, you miss the big picture of the Shaklee business and the rewards of the compensation plan. Because sure, you can make your 20% and your price differential when you're selling your products, but the big money, the big difference is when you start helping other people do the business as well. So make sure you take those opportunities to just add a couple of minutes, a couple of words into what you're talking about with your products to talk about the business.
We share because we care.
Yes, we do.
Great. I want to go through some of the highlights that I hope you've learned and you are using. Our scripts, I think we've got some really good scripts for you. Change them, use your own words if you'd like. But the one I want you to remember is, if I could, would you be able? If I could send you information on how you can make some extra money or even a new career, would you be able to check it out? If I would send you information on starting your own business, would you be able to check it out? So those are words that you need to get used to saying, I believe. Remember, in every bottle of water, we put one, or I use a half of our vitalized immunity. I also put it in my pomegranate tea in the morning, so I'm getting a lot of vitamin C. Remember to carry your energy bag with you, a purse, or men, maybe just the inside works in your pocket. And I always pull the whole thing out. If you've got a bag, you've got it in, or something that is handy for men to have with them. Anyway, I pull this out so they can see the energy chews before exercise, during and after, and all the time, and the energy level, and give them one to try. Remember wording that are good. Shaklee is better than organic. We talked about that on the last one, and that is a really good line to remember. Shaklee is better than organic. Another one I tell you that I use a lot and did a live demonstration when the UPS driver came in the first time. I said, do you take a vitamin? And he answered Costco. You'd be amazed how many people say Costco. And then I want you to learn to add this to it. Do you know the most expensive vitamin there is to take? The one that doesn't work. Do that again. Do you take a vitamin? Doesn't matter what their answer, yes, no, Costco, whatever. Do you know the most expensive vitamin to take is the one that doesn't work? And then tell them about your Shaklee. Remember your health coupons, free health analysis. We have the little funny one that show all our scientists, so this is not just a doctor's opinion. And then
hand them out at your smoothie party.
yeah, yes. And then we have another one that Debbie Rojas Frazier did for us. It's a little cleaner. Kevin liked that. I like the funny one. So you have a combination of that, but it's a coupon. And you know, I had it all on the back of my card, but I didn't put coupon on there. And I'm not a coupon person, believe me. But when they see that, they see value. So that's something we hope that has helped you. See if I missed anything along the way. All right, this is what we want to do. Get all of your last, you have been working on it for 4 weeks. Doesn't matter how many you've got, the more the better for you. Remember, you're doing this for you, and we're just your cheering team, and hopefully keep you up to date and give you ideas. After all, I've been doing this quite a while, so ideas come along, and some work better. So we're really happy about that. So get your last ones in. Now, you who want to go on, you like accountability, and you like encouragement, and you like a challenge. So we will continue and love to stay with you right up to key if you want us that long. If you want us, we want you. We're not going to do an every week webinar like we've been doing, but we will do them as we see a need, or we hear new information, or we get new ideas. So we can also use the telephone. So we want to remain your coach. I think it's very good for accountability that you send us what's happening in your contacts. Gives you your records, your follow-up records, lets us know where we see maybe we can encourage another answer or help in some way. And ideas too. We're gonna, every time we get a good idea, we're gonna save it till we can tell you about it. So let us know if you're gonna continue on. And we'll work with you in individual ways and sometime webinar. And as we get new people, and we'll probably put this videotape out in a month, I'd say, or sooner maybe. He's the conductor of the video.
They're already out.
I know the new one you and I are going to make for number one.
We'll get that out pretty quickly.
Yeah. So we want to continue on. We want to keep there for you. We want to keep your accountability going. If you want us to go on with you, just let us know. You find someone you want to add to the plan. When we get a certain amount, we'll maybe start the 4 weeks all over again. Let us know what you want, because that's what we want. Right, Kevin?
I absolutely agree. So you can reach us at the office at any time, Monday through Friday. Either my mother or myself or Brenda will be here. If my mother or I are not available to take a call at the moment, by all means, leave a message and we will certainly call you back.
I want to thank Eileen and Michelle. Great jobs, and you know, being on the screen, going all over. I know it takes me a while to get used to which side should I look, and this one's actually, this side needs a little combing. This one looks pretty good. I should have been doing it like
My
this.
mustache, truly my mustache.
So again, thanks Eileen, Michelle, great job. And I think these smoothie parties, whether they be just getting a flavor you like or the whole works, like beautiful job Michelle did. We'll have more ideas. If you get a good idea, also let us know. And one more idea.
And Eileen, by the way, you're living one of my dreams, and that is to get in a motor coach and go across the country, and add to that, you know, sharing the Shackley love as you go. Mom has people in every state literally every state in the country
Yes.
on our recap. So to be able to kind of build an organization like that and to be able to travel across the country and see the beautiful sights in our country in a motor coach like that, I think is a dream of mine. I would love to spend 3 months or 6 months and just kind of travel the country and talk to people and build Shackley along the way. And Michelle, your smoothie party is a terrific idea.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. That was a new idea for me.
We've had meetings here and we put up a smoothie bar, so something a little bit similar that we've done, but not a smoothie party in and of itself. They were here for a Shackley meeting that we just happened to serve smoothies.
Taking them, they can take home. I just hadn't thought of that.
No, absolutely
Wonderful.
not. That's a wonderful
Good job.
idea. So thank you for taking your time out of your day today, both Eileen and Michelle, and sharing your thoughts with us.
Also remember, there's a small catalog that is less expensive than the large one. That's good to have as a handout ready to go. Always with your information on everything. So it's not over. It's only just begun. Let us hear what you want, and we're here for you. And I just want to end with a thing I started with that just gives me so much encouragement, and I hope it does you too. When David faced Goliath, he did not think his stone was too small. He believed Goliath was too big to miss. And that's your key coordinator. Thank you. Love you. Great job. Spargur Challenge is a success.
Way to go, everybody.
Thank you
so much.